And welcome everybody to Select Start. I'm Dio.
And I'm Jay.
And this should be, in essence, the last of our Zelda gameplay videos. I mean, we might end up doing one where we show you guys a couple tips and tricks that we picked up along the way, i.e. where to get the best horses, things of that nature. But for the most part, I really enjoyed playing this game. It was really fun.
And it has come to an end.
Unfortunately, all games do.
I'm stuck in this sack. Can you get me out?
Zelda?
Isn't strong enough. I can't hold it.
It's pretty badass.
Oh yeah. Ganon, the human Sentai pad.
I love that, like, just the scope, the scale of the room. And I love this Ganon.
Really? You like the spider
Like,
Ganon?
this spider, scorpion, monster, hybrid, I love this design. This form is really cool.
It's okay.
Finally come.
Yeah!
Ganon, for the sting of my revenge.
Yeah! Firebird! Like, this got me so hyped.
We will not fail.
Ah! I love it. I don't know why people wouldn't have gotten all the Divine Beasts freeze before fighting Ganon, but hypothetically, if you didn't save the Divine Beasts, you don't get these scenes.
You'd have to fight the bosses of the
Yeah, you do a boss rush mode. You fight all the Blight Ganon forms. Pardon me, like in back to back before you even get to fight Ganon.
And you fight Ganon at full
But
power.
this is the main reason why. Like you said, you fight him at full power. Now, because we freed all the Divine Beasts and they're getting their vengeance, bam! Look at this. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! What now?
More than half. Well, like half as hard.
What now, Ganon? What now? Thought you were tough.
See this shit, Ganon?
Shing!
It's going up your ass.
Oh, yes. Come on.
Use stasis. Get your stasis ready.
I'm pretty sure you can't stasis Ganon.
I think you can.
But even with the Master Sword, look how much damage I'm actually doing when I hit him.
You're not inflicting a lot. It's really...
It's not exactly a lot. It's like you said, it's like a quick flash. Oh shit, I'm using the...
Oh, and you fucked them up.
Yeah, I was using those arrows instead. But I love the fact that he's got all the beasts, all the Blight's weapons. Oh, what? What? What, Ganon? What?
Oh, you pissed them off.
it's a really cool form. It's not a hard fight by any stretch of the imagination, but it's still a cool fight.
It is.
Oops. Okay. Use your laser. Use your laser. I dare you. I know what I'm gonna do. Oh no, that's not it. I was gonna say I know what I'm gonna do. Like I could freeze it in midair.
Wrong game. Oh,
What a
got
dummy. You wanna go?
You're crouching. Be careful.
Oops.
Get ready to deflect.
No! God damn it, that was the perfect time. I'm just gonna eat a meal real quick. Make sure that I'm nice and good health. Oh, god damn it. That was a parry. Chicken. Normal shield would not be able to do that. Oh, come on! There you go, got him.
Cool. Now fuck him up. Almost there. Alright. Now.
See, now, really fun battle. Really fun. Not super difficult, mind you. But that's because I'm super powered up. Like you saw, it took a whole row of hearts, basically, right?
Oh, totally.
Now, with the full health, if I hadn't done all the Divine Beasts, definitely a lot longer.
I really don't know how people
Amazing,
do it in
amazing.
under an hour.
Here is where a lot of people have complaints in terms of the game. Its ending, I should say,
That-
is how this next part of the battle goes and happens.
I loved it. to tell you
But
the truth.
I thought it was fitting. Not every last phase of a boss fight needs to be grueling, in my opinion. So I'm more forgiving in what we're about to see happen as far as gameplay mechanics. Because the story up until now, awesome. That boss fight, amazing. Like I said, I'm just a fan of that design. I'm just a little disappointed we didn't get to fight the giant cloud Ganon floating around outside Hyrule Castle. You know what I mean?
Come here, Cloud. I'll fuck you up.
Oh no! Chestnut! What are you doing here?
Ganon was born out of a dark past. He is a pure embodiment of the ancient evil that is reborn time and time again. He has given up on reincarnation and assumed his pure, enraged form. If set free upon our world, the destruction will be unlike anything ever seen before.
Like, look how Dark Beast Ganon. That's badass looking, right?
That's fucking amazing.
Amazing! Like, I'm thinking this is gonna be great. It's just like fighting Ganon in Ocarina of Time. You know, you go from Ganon
and
to...
when you see this bow, you're like, fuck. I wish I could keep it.
Link, you may not yet be at a point where you have fully recovered knowledge need not be remembered, for it is never forgotten.
So epic.
The bow of light. Is that awesome?
I love
Infinite
it.
arrows.
Energy covering Ganon's body is called malice. None of your attacks will get through as he now is. I will hold the malice back as much as I can, but my power is waning. Attack any glowing points that you see.
See, that's...
What was that?
No, when she just said attack any glowing points you see.
Yeah, it's not,
Like, you know what I mean? That's the downside. That's the disappointment.
Yeah, because it's actually holding your hand at this point.
Like, the only reason why I'm able to forgive that line at all, and this type of gameplay as a finale, is because I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I'll accept it, if only because this is the sealing ceremony.
Yeah.
But from a gameplay point, it is a little anticlimactic. Because look, all I'm doing is running around. It's not like he's really got a chance to hit me unless I go near his front. So, you know, it's...
And I think that's probably it. Yep. There you go.
So, it's anticlimactic, and yet climactic and thematic. It's weird. Like, I'm sort of a mixed feelings about it. Because, again, I don't believe the last fight needs to be hard.
No, it just has
I
to
understand
be
that it doesn't. The perfect example is, what's it called? Remember, was it, which one was it that you fought, but it wasn't like a super hard sword fight? Demise, Skyward Sword. Wasn't that a fairly easy fight?
No, not Demise. Well, Skyward Sword had a lot of sword fights.
Wind Waker was one, where the fight
Princess.
wasn't necessarily like super hard.
Twilight Princess was the same thing as Skyward Sword. It's timing. You're waiting till you see you opening. It's like doot, 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 doot. No, hit, boom. Same thing with every other Zelda game. They actually put that timing in fighting all the time.
So, you know, mixed opinions. Because I thought the fight before this form was worth it.
Yeah.
So I think this fight, quote unquote, was just like I said, the sealing
Sealed the
ceremony
deal.
being completed and coming full circle. So I don't know how I should feel really. I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt and say good final boss all around.
Oh yeah, definitely. Me, the only thing I was missing from Ganon is having that humanoid form and actually talking, having a script, saying something. But this time it's not about Ganon. Like previously said it's really about Link and Zelda, their relationship, and how they're struggling.
Oh, look at this. This is just
after
badass too.
100
Like,
years of defeat.
I love this. The presentation.
Yeah, I love the colors in this game. Look at the sky; it looks all nice. Nothing like Skyward Sword.
Plus, it's a nice touch because it makes sense. He's given up, like she said, on being reincarnated, on having a body.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that scorpion thing that came out was like what Ganon was building a body himself to have. You know?
Yeah, it's like.
But
I'll
we
put
sort of
an extra
interrupted it,
foot
and then
here,
obviously this
put an extra penis there.
full Triforce being unleashed on him, sealing him away.
Fucking destroying his ass. That's what it looks like. Goku showed
Epic.
showed
Epic.
magic.
Epic.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You couldn't ask for a nicer ending.
Not real good.
The blood moon rises. People have had the blood moon show up after they fight or in the middle of a fight with Ganon,
Man,
reviving him to full health.
I had like blood moons go like one after the other, like after 3 minutes. It was a glitch that happened to me. I was like, what the fuck? What is this shit? I think it happened to a few people too. You...
Thank you, Link.
Oh, thank you, Princess.
May I ask?
Beautiful ending.
Yep. Great ending.
You know, opening, it's open to interpretations, obviously. I'm not going to say that it isn't, but as far as, how should I put this? As far as thematic endings, it works. Now, we went ahead and found all the memories, so we're going to get the special cutscene at the end of the credits.
Yay, special cutscene. Can we
But-
skip the credits without skipping that cutscene?
I don't know. But either way, we're going to let the credits play. I mean, everyone that worked on this game deserves their credit. But
That's why they're in the credits. They get
since
credit.
there's no credit scenes, credit montage of villagers celebrating, and it's literally just going to be like staff credits, I think we should take the opportunity now to sort of think of and sort of express some of our favorite parts of the game. So, Jay, we've been playing this together since I got the Switch. You bought your own Switch, obviously, in the last couple of weeks. You've been playing your own Zelda game. What brings this game, Breath of the Wild, to the top of your playlist, as it were, in terms of Zelda games? Like, what did you enjoy? What didn't you enjoy about this game? What are you still enjoying?
Oh, like there's only... To me, if there was only this one thing, is weapons storage in my house. Okay, I wouldn't have a problem with anything. I don't have a problem with the weapons breaking. It actually adds another special theme to the game where, you know, you have to conserve certain weapons. There's some weapons you don't need to conserve them. You know, they just look nice. You don't break them. Why?
I think it adds two things, really. One, it forces you to adapt in terms of not just combat, but gameplay. And vice versa. Meaning, if you have a flame sword, there's plenty of uses for it aside from swinging it as a sword and setting things on. Like you could set you could set wood on fire, create a fire for yourself.
Wouldn't it be great, you know, having that in storage and set somewhere in your house?
Well, that's the thing. The minute you introduce the concept of storage, where you could or more storage, I should say. Our house, as you said, works as a hub where you can save 3 different weapons, 3 different bows, and 3 different shields, which isn't a lot. I agree with you. There should be a little bit more. How much more is up to debate.
Just a little chest.
No. See, that's where you're wrong. That's where you want to be a Skyrim hoarder and you just want to dump like 50 plates in the chest. No, that I disagree with completely. Because then there's no point.
Like just 10 slots that you could store in your house. That's how I would have...
10, I would say, is even excessive, considering how large our inventories are.
Yeah, no, but it's not large at the beginning.
But if you want to make a collection of cool stuff, like all the champion stuff I have up in my house, I would say maybe get a total, including the 3 we have, a total of 5. So 2 more weapon slots, 2 more shield slots, 2 more bow slots. So then you could say, okay, I'm going to have 1 full set of all this, 1 full set of like Gerudo gear. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And not just have it be sitting there in your inventory feeling like it's taking space.
That's right.
And you'd be more prone to use the weapons if they made it a little bit more clear as to, okay, this weapon is clearly available here all the time, and they made it like clear to the players. Like if there was a shop that sold the weapons,
Oh yeah.
but at a higher rate, like just like Grande does now with the armor sets, right?
That's pretty expensive.
It is, but that's the premium you're going to have to pay if you want that weapon right away,
That's right.
and you don't know where to find it in the world. Because the world is huge. I believe it's 1.5 times the size of Skyrim. Which sounds ludicrous to me.
Seriously, because Skyrim is immense.
Skyrim feels immense, exactly, but that's because you're traversing it in a different way.
That's right.
And the quest system there is very different compared to the way the quests work in here.
That's right.
But
it's such a
it is
darker
still
game.
1.5 times the size of it, which, again, sounds insane once you say it out loud. Like, it doesn't sound right when you say it, you know what I mean?
Doesn't at all.
And I think that's really what this game does more than any other Zelda, is the sense of exploration. Meaning, some people have said there's not much to do in the overworld in terms of traversing it.
Hell,
Like some people say it feels empty. You could go through a field and nothing happens.
that's totally false.
I don't believe that's true either. The reason why is because in those moments of silence, and I'm not saying like it's a giant open field where nothing happens, but hypothetically now you got a stretch of 15 seconds where if you're riding on a horse you don't see anything, then suddenly on the horizon you'll see something and you'll automatically be drawn towards it.
That's right.
Or there's a Korok seed, or there's a legend,
freaking guardian
or there's a
you're
guardian
running
that'll see
away from.
like. It's not. It makes the absence of something makes something more worthwhile. Mm-hmm. And what this game does better than a lot of the other games do, open world games as a whole, let's say,
It adds chemistry.
is I think it's the way that it doesn't hold the player's hand.
It absolutely doesn't. And everybody's been saying that. How
I
this
mean-
game doesn't hold the player's hand into a dungeon or into a puzzle.
Like, look at how the towers work. All the towers do is give you a high vantage point to look around,
And jump off from.
and
for
even
fast
some of the
travel.
towers have obscured views.
Oh, totally.
So they give you a high vantage point and topography. So you know this is a hill, over here is a lake. You don't know what's at that lake. You don't know if there is anything at that lake. If you want to find out, you have to go there.
And some towers are challenging to climb.
Yeah, and if you compare it to, say, how
Assassin's Creed?
everyone's made that comparison, but yeah, easiest comparison. Any Ubisoft game, if you think about it.
Ubisoft.
You have, basically, you get to a high point and then it pukes up icons all over your map. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Something to do here, 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 here. This one, there's nothing for you to do unless you go looking for something to do.
Exactly. It just shows you a pretty picture of on a map. Until you visit that area, then you find out the name of that place. Or what bridge it is, or what canyon, or what spring.
And I think that's really what made this game so special to a lot of people, is
The sense of exploration.
the sense of exploration, but not just that, it's very personal in the way you play, the decisions you make, because it's not hand-holding. Now, the best way that I could sort of describe it is, I went in one direction during my playthrough, I've seen people go a complete opposite direction.
how I
and then
played.
when you come back together and you say like, oh, how'd you do this? I got this armor from doing here. You went there? I went over here. Why'd you do that? Like it becomes a communal thing where
Exactly.
everybody's experience feels personal.
Like
And how you solve puzzles is personal.
I always told you stuff that you didn't know, and it totally surprised you. Like the
Oh
whole-
yeah, even after all this time.
yeah. And you finished and you completed everything, and I told you, you could do that, right? And
Well,
you're
here's the
like,
thing,
"What?"
not everything.
Not everything. A few.
I've
things.
done all the side quests, and I've done all the shrines.
Yeah, you didn't do all the Korok seeds because whoever
Fuck
did
that.
they're insane.
900 Korok seeds. I know. I am never gonna get that.
You're just gonna get a giant turnip.
I'm gonna eventually resort to a shrine, and that's shrine. I'm eventually gonna resort to a walkthrough. Like this Korok seed is here. This Korok seed is here. Like that's the only way I'm ever gonna get 900 Korok seeds. But other challenges throughout the game were presented so fluidly.
So here we go. We have that special ending now.
Oops.
Oh, Link, it smells.
It's a small touch, but I'm glad that I switched over to the right tunic and shield. This because the first time I did it, I was looking like a fucking maniac, mixing up matching armors and stuff. All my dead friends. Hello. They finally get to rest in peace. See, it just looks right with the green tunic.
The hero of time has completed his quest once again.
Well, this is a normal ending. There's more to it. Now this is a special ending.
Yeah, this next part here kicks in.
We'll make our way to Zora's domain. Divine Beast Faruta. Looks like it's stopped working. Let's investigate the situation. Miva's father. I believe he would like to hear more about her. The least we can do is visit him and offer him some closure. Although Ganon is gone for now, there is still so much more for us to do, and so many painful memories that we must bear. I believe in my heart that if all of us work together, we can restore Hyrule to its former glory. Perhaps even beyond, but it all must start with us. Let's be off.
I love
There's
that
your
music.
swallow music, you hypocrites that were complaining before.
And that big booty. Look at that big booty.
I can hear the voice inside the sword. I suppose it would make sense if my power had dwindled over the past 100 years. I'm surprised to admit it, but I can accept that.
Ha!
And a field full of silent princesses.
I have to take that picture.
I can't help it, I love doing that.
Flower, click.
But excellent game. Come on. Absolutely excellent. And I hope everybody gets as much enjoyment playing the game as we have. I mean, this game is fantastic. It just is fantastic. There's nothing else to say.
It shows you what the Switch can do. It's great for the Wii U. It's a good ending for the Wii U. I gotta say it, because it kind of sucks for people out there who bought the Wii U and, you know, were hoping for the Switch, you know, and that was the only game to start with, and they're like, I have the Wii U, what the heck? You know, I believe their frustration. But you know what? It was great to have this game to finish it off.
Oh, it really was. I mean, it was something that I think a lot of people were waiting for a long time, and quite frankly, I'm glad that not just the Switch players, but the Wii U players, the people that have been supporting Nintendo this whole time, let's be honest, have the chance to play it, and I'm glad that it's as open to as many people as possible. You know, I'm not going to hold that against anybody, anywhere. And since the game's through, I'm just going to show you guys one last detail. And that is, when you start playing the game now, and you actually are done,
He's been throwing this in my face all the time.
there is the... Hold on, I gotta leave. That's what I need to do.
You gotta quit the game.
Map, yeah. Leave area, because I'm going to leave the area, because it puts the star next to your save file, which is cool. But I'm going to show you guys one thing that's going to drive completionists crazy. once you beat the game, it's not just the star next to your save file. It actually shows you an exact percentage as to how far you are in the game in terms of getting 100% completion. And that's including all 900 Koroks. So if you're a completionist, you got to be ready to say to yourself,
Hey,
I'm
man,
in it for the long haul.
You still have 803 to go.
Because, here we go. Now that I'm outside, I'll show you guys on the map. See, right next to the bottom left, right above the time and the temperature, 30.52% out of 100%.
It's insane.
Because it counts all 900 Korok seeds.
Oh, God.
That is going to drive completionists crazy. But I said to myself, I'm going to do the shrines, I'm going to do the side quests, and that is it. So I'm more than willing to say...
I'm drawing the line there.
I'm drawing the line there. Because I will lose my goddamn mind. So we hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and we'll see you guys next time on Select Start. See you then.